And then I pick up the paper, or I go on the internet and I hear about this guy in Austria who had one of his daughters, and he put her in the basement and had a bunch of children with her, and he never let her out of the basement. I mean, do you realize what's going on in your world? It's not a nice place. Like, us meeting here is about as nice as it gets. Because we're talking about loving one another. We're talking about sharing with one another. We're talking about the love of God. This is about as good as it gets here. A place and time that's dedicated to not supporting the world. That's as good as it gets. Because the rest of what's going on out there wants you to believe there's value in being separate from your Creator. Which we've already looked at is actually an attack upon your Creator. So how can that be nice? And I get no one wants to admit that that's what these activities are. I get that, because you'd really walk around in a really strange place all day long if you realized what you were doing. Yeah. Right. So you've got to hide it from yourself. Yes. Right? Right. Right? Yeah. Hey, yes. I'm talking to you. Yeah. I see some of you guys drifting off like you're really hoping I'm not talking to you. Yeah. No, I'm only ever talking to you. I don't care how many people are in the room. I'm only ever talking to you, because I'm trying to reach you so that you'll stop for a moment what's going on in your mind and look at exactly what I'm saying and see whether what I'm saying is actually helpful to you or not. Because I believe with what I receive, I can help you see what you're doing, and that, with the love that I have for you, you'll join me in that love, and you'll be willing to make a shift and change in your mind, and be more willing to be more loving, and to not value the things that are in your mind that you don't want any longer, because they bring pain and suffering and death to you. Yes. Am I clear? So that I want you to understand what I'm about if you don't know. In my mind, I'm here to help you. And you can ask me why I'm doing that, and I'll just tell you because God loves me and I love God. And when I went through whatever you call an awakening experience, I was asked to come here and represent God to you so that you would know He loves you. It's the only thing He really wants you to know, is that He loves you. Because that's the one thing that you're missing. You don't have that ultimate faith that God loves you, and therefore you're being well taken care of. Because when you look at the you that you think you are in the world where you think you are, it's really hard to believe that you're well taken care of. But that's because you don't know it's an illusion. And that's what I'm here to help you with. And you either do or you don't want that help. And whatever choice you make, I accept, because you're using the power of God to make that choice. And I'm not going to go against you having the power of God to do what you want, because if I did that, I would remove it from me. And I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. Yes? Are you okay? Are we okay? Are we okay?
Yes, you are.
We're okay. We're on the same page, as they say. Yeah, we're on the same page. We all want to experience the presence of our Creator. And we know in order to do that, since our Creator is love, we need to experience love amongst ourselves. And to do that, we recognize the ideas that are in our mind that are not loving. We have to let go of them so that the love can be shared. We're clear about this. That's why we've come together. So if there's any hidden areas, yes? If there's any hidden areas, you can sit in that chair and we can send it into the light by looking at it, recognizing it's not you, recognizing it doesn't have value, and so you go through a forgiveness and a release. That's what I want to do with people. I want to be able to help activate them in their willingness to release the things that are bringing them pain and suffering. Okay?